Next, though, to COVID-19 specifically and the outbreaks that we are seeing already at schools right across the country. Closures, class cancellations, which have marred the very first week back. Michael Serapio this morning takes a closer look. Michael, good morning.
Good morning, Heather. And let's begin here in Prince Edward Island because the province is declaring its first school outbreak of this pandemic. And as a result, classes, extracurriculars, they've now been canceled at a few schools. Affected will be West Royalty Elementary. Now that's in Charlottetown, and classes there will be suspended for a week, and canceled for 3 days will be classes at Charlottetown Rural High School and Colonel Gray High School. Now this follows the discovery of 6 new cases of COVID-19 in P.E.I, all involving children under the age of 19, and 4 are under the age of 10. So kids here who are not even eligible for any kind of vaccine. Now this is made all the more troubling by the Delta variant, which, as we know, is more transmissible. Contact tracing is now underway, and there are fears, given how closely kids interact, more cases will be discovered. Take a listen to P.E.I.'s Chief Public Health Officer, Dr. Heather Morrison.
We learn how busy so many children are, and they participate in many activities, and I think there will be certainly teams and other friends who are in not only in one school but maybe involved in different activities that we need to contact.
So we'll be watching to see if any more cases are detected in P.E.I among students, but it certainly does not end there. After new cases among students were detected in New Brunswick, well, Monday classes are now canceled for grade 11 students at Sugarloaf Senior High School, that's in Campbellton, and in Plaster Rock, classes are canceled at Donald Fraser Memorial School. Add to that, Ontario, where at least 208 students in the Windsor area, well, they've been sent home, told to stay home because of possible exposure to positive COVID-19 cases. And again, this is just after 1 week after a return to school, Heather.
And what about Alberta, Michael? We're hearing a lot about stories coming out of that province, a number of cases in Alberta affecting schools and classes there too.
Well, you're absolutely correct. In fact, we're hearing about several schools in Alberta that have had outbreaks declared. Now, that is done when 10% of students are absent because of respiratory illness or COVID-19. But the challenge in Alberta is that contact tracing is no longer done. So for parents, they're left to guess whether or not COVID-19 is circulating in schools that have not met the 10% threshold. For example, every school in the Medicine Hat Public School Division, they've already reported at least 1 case of COVID-19, but an outbreak has not been declared in each one of those schools. So parents are really left guessing, nor do they really know if their child has had any direct contact with anyone who's tested positive. Again, there are no phone calls going out about this. So that is leading to a lot of frustration. And to that, take a listen to one parent with whom we spoke in Calgary.
Last year there would have been contact tracing, so we would have known at least if the case of COVID or respiratory illness was in their classroom. No, they just say 10% of kids are home, which is a staggering number of kids to be home with respiratory illness. So I'm left to ask my kids, hey, is anyone in your class absent? So 10% absent, who knows who's asymptomatic in school or even symptomatic in school?
And remember, Alberta hospitals are already struggling under the strain of COVID-19 cases right now. The case number is high in the province, and the fear is without contact tracing or better reporting in schools, Heather, we could see more kids added to this healthcare challenge.